Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Travis, and in today's video I wanted to share with you guys what I actually won from my first Disney pin online auction. So I just got this huge box right here, so I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna show you what's inside. That box is heavy. So real quick about this online auction, like I said, this was my first auction that I've ever done, and they could take your bids a couple of ways because this auction was out of state. They could either do like a phone bid where you would call on the phone and there would be someone and they would like bid it up for you or make your bid for you as it was going on. You could email them and just kind of tell them what your max price was for a specific item. So you could do it that way. I opted to do the phone bid, so because like I said, it was out of state, so I couldn't be there. But let me tell you something, man, it was stressful. It was very intense because you're there on the phone and you're like listening, like, all right, you want to go up to this, and you're like, oh, I don't know, because you know, like in your mind, you have like a cap of how high you want to go on certain items. But then at some point, like once you reach that cap, you have to kind of weigh out like, is it worth another 10, 20 bucks maybe? Like would you want to lose it for that? Because, you know, like, I don't know if you guys have done eBay bids, but you know when you're watching eBay bids and it's coming down to the wire and you're watching it go back and forth and then you make your bid and then sometimes you lose out and you're like, man, I could have went a couple more dollars or another 10 or 20, and then but you lost it. Well, when you're live action on the phone, you can kind of make that decision like right then and there. So it was very, very stressful, but it was awesome. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely do it again if I had the opportunity, but like I said, I got some amazing pins, so let's go ahead and let's check them out. All right, so the first pins that I want to pull out of here, they're like a set. They belong to a set. So there's 3 of them. So I got this one, and then I got this one. These are all, and they bubble wrapped them really good when they mailed them, but let me go ahead and take these out of the bubble wrap. And these are from Disneyland. So this is a Disneyland set. This was from the 50th anniversary for Disneyland. And these are like these boxed sets. This one is, I believe, Main Street, USA. This one is from Fantasyland at Disneyland. And then this one is from New Orleans Square. But I'm gonna go ahead and take the lids off of these and show you all the pins up close. So here's a quick look at the box, and all of them are pretty much the same. This one says Disneyland Main Street USA, and then they all have like this gold foil kind of lettering here, and then the castle on the side right there, which I believe is for the 50th anniversary. So this box set has 8 pins inside, so let's take a look at these first 3 right here. So on the left-hand side, you have Date Night at Disneyland, and it kind of shows like these early 50s or 60s couples, and they're in like a gold silhouette with a purple background, and then the Date Night letters right here are in yellow. So I guess date nights were held on Friday and Saturday nights after 5 o'clock at Disneyland, and that was in the 60s, so that's pretty cool. So the next pin that we're going to talk about is this pin right here, which is the Disneyland plaque of Walt's opening speech, which is, it's depicted on like this plaque right here, this brass plaque, and that's located in Disneyland's town square, and it has the famous quote, "To all who come to this happy place, welcome." So the next pin right on top right here is a Tinkerbell pin, and if you move it, it kind of has like a lenticular holographic type feel. So if you move it down this way, it says Disneyland, has Tinkerbell there, and then if you move it up, it says, "I think it's great." So I think that's really cool, something different and unique. So the next pin right here, this Disneyland pin, recalls like the Disneyland logo that was used in merchandise in the 1950s. So Disneyland's kind of like in this, like, I don't know, like a gothic kind of script, and then the D, the N, the Y, and the D are all in like a gold background, and then you know the I, the E, and the A, they're in like a purple finish, and then the S and the L are in like a lighter purple right there. And then the next pin below the Disneyland pin is this Main Street Cinema pin, and it has like this gold outline, which is really beautiful, and then in the center it says Main Street Cinema, and it kind of has like that muted green color. So it kind of depicts like, I would say these are kind of like the lights, like the marquee lights maybe in that gold right there. So I think that's really pretty. Kind of gives you like that cinema feel, like if you're gonna go to the movies back in the 50s or 60s. So the next pin right here is a portrait of the man himself, Walt Disney. He kind of has like a gray background right there, and then his hair and all his like facial features, they're in like a shiny silver finish. And this picture of Walt right here, you would be able to find him on the Disneyland souvenir maps. So the next pin down here with Tinkerbell, it says Emporium Disneyland, and that was the logo from the original shopping bag at Disneyland. It has like this kind of like, I don't know, like a fantasy type script. You got Tinkerbell right there kind of showering some pixie dust, and then the outline of the entire pin pin, the castle, the Emporium letters, and Tinkerbell. It's all kind of outlined in that gold color. The last pin right here depicts Main Street USA, and this is the original logo for Disneyland's Main Street USA, and it has a horseless carriage right here in front of like this shining street lamp. So this whole pin has like a silver finish with a pink background. So the carriage, the outline of the pin, the lamp right there, it's all in like that silver tone finish. I just think that's really awesome that that's how the logo was for Main Street USA, was that horseless carriage. So here's a quick look at the back of one of the pins, and on the bottom you see it says 50th anniversary right there. This is a limited edition of 1500, has the Disney copyright, and then to the left of the LE 1500 it has like this sunburst right there. And then the back of the pin is a gold finish, one pin post. So on the back of the box you see the castle there with the 50th anniversary for Disneyland, and this is a Disney catalog exclusive pin collection, and it's a limited edition of 1500. So all the pins in these box sets are limited edition of 1500. So this Main Street USA pin set I thought was really cool. I like how I had this Tinkerbell pin that was kind of lenticular holographic. So when you move it, it kind of changes. So I think that that's really awesome. I love this Disneyland sign right there. And then, you know, Walt's portrait there is great. I love that. And I really like Walt Disney's speech right here on this plaque where it says, "To all who come to this happy place, welcome." I think that's really cool. But I think this set kind of has like that like old school vibe to it, like that 50s, 60s vibe with, you know, the date night at Disneyland. I don't know, I think that's really cool. So here's a quick look at the Disneyland Fantasyland box. Let's go ahead and open this up real quick. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. All right, sweet. And then these are all the pins that are in this set, so we're gonna look at them real quick, and then I'm gonna go over each one individually. So the first pin we're gonna talk about in this set is this pin right here, this 65 Spectacular New Adventures. It says Disneyland 59, and then on the bottom it says Skyway through Glacier Grotto. So this pin depicts the Skyway ride, and it's going through the Matterhorn over at Disneyland. I feel like, you know, we kind of have that Skyliner, Skyway ride back, you know, at Walt Disney World because they just put the Skyliner in, so kind of gives you like that old school kind of feeling. So the next pin right here is like this Snow White shield, and this pin depicts Snow White's adventure sign that appeared outside the attraction in the early days at Disneyland. So you have Snow White's face right here. It's kind of in the center of that blue castle. On the top left you have like two white doves right there. On the top right quadrant you have a red heart, and then on the bottom right here you have like that white rose. And then the whole pin is like a dark metal type finish. You can see the dark metal here and on the top left, and it kind of surrounds the whole pin as well. So the next pin right here is like a children's sign, and it reads, "Children under 6 years must be accompanied by an adult, a coupon attraction." So I imagine that this would be like a sign that was outside of attractions in the early days, and you know, if a child was under 6 years, then they would have to have their adult, you know, go with them on that ride. So I did think that's really cool. It kind of looks like a yellow scroll, almost kind of like the scroll that Ariel signed when she was signing her voice away to Ursula. So the next pin you have right up top here is a Sleeping Beauty Castle crown. And this is like a gold finish right here, and it says Sleeping Beauty Castle. I really like the script that they used here. I like how this S, the B, and the C are red, and then the rest of the letters are blue. And I kind of like how it has these like vines kind of going through it, you know, like I don't know if that represents like the thorns or, you know, Maleficent, I don't know, but I think that that's really cool. So I like that pin. And then on the bottom you have this Fantasyland pin right there, and it kind of has like a silver tone finish, and this is a Fantasyland logo, and in the background you can kind of see Sleeping Beauty Castle there, and then the Fantasyland has pink letters, and it's like really shiny, so it has like that shiny kind of silver metal to it. And then to the right you have this It's a Small World sign right there, which I think is really cool. I like the white letters here and then the blue background, and it kind of has like that Small World insignia, like the type of letters that they use. And then on the top it has like this gold finish with this like white background back there, and then the border of the whole pin is like this gold finish, so that's really pretty. So the next pin up top right here says Storybook Land, and that's the Storybook Land sign. It has like a gold outline right there, and then it has the pink letters, so I really like that. It kind of has like that Sleeping Beauty type vibe. And then the pin on the bottom right here is a Mickey shield pin, so you got Mickey right there in the center, and he has like some Mickeys over here on like the film strip, so I think that's really cool. He has like an artist palette here with like some paintbrushes there, and then he has like a projector right down there. I think the colors in this pin are really cool. I like the really vibrant red and the really, you know, kind of powerful blue right there. But let me go ahead and take one of these pins off and show you the back real quick. So here's a close-up of the back of one of the pins from that set. This is the It's a Small World pin, and as you can see it has a gold finish with one pin post with two nubs. On the left-hand side, it has the 50th anniversary castle right there with the sunburst on top, and then on the right, it's a limited edition of 1500. So I really like this Fantasyland pin set from Disneyland. Fantasyland is like one of my favorite areas at Magic Kingdom. I haven't been to Disneyland yet, One of these days I'm gonna go. But you know, the Fantasyland at Walt Disney World, it's like one of my most favorite places at the Magic Kingdom. It probably is my most favorite place at the Magic Kingdom. So I love going to Fantasyland, but I just love all of these cool, you know, pins that kind of depict Fantasyland at Disneyland. I really like this Snow White, because that Snow White Scary Adventures at Walt Disney World, I really love that ride. So it was kind of scary, kind of spooky when you were a kid. But I thought that was really cool. It's kind of sad that it's gone now. But I really like the Sleeping Beauty Castle pin right there. I like the script that's used, so I think that's really cool, and the little details with the thorns there. So I really like that. And then this like Mickey shield right here, I think is really cool as well. And here's the last boxed pin set that I won at that auction, and this is the Disneyland New Orleans Square. Let me go ahead and open this up for you real quick. So here's a look at all of the pins real quick in this set. So the first pin we're going to talk about is this Fortune's Red pin right here. And if you guys don't know what Fortune's Red is, it is like a fortune vending machine. So you would put a coin in, and then Red right here would like nod his head and wave his hand and point to a certain place on the map, and then like a card would get dispensed out, and that would be your fortune. And when you put the coin in, it would do like a 30-second loop of yo ho, a pirate's life for me. And just a quick note that this Fortune's Red like fortune telling machine can still be found at New Orleans Square at the Pieces of 8 shop in Disneyland. So the next pin right here, this pirate pin, I love this pin already. This pin features the pirate plaque that talks to you like just before you're about to take the plunge down the waterfall on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. So I really like how it has these 2 crossed swords or 2 cutlasses right there, and then you have the pirate skull right there with his pirate hat with the skull and crossbones. So cool. I'm a Pirates of the Caribbean collector, so I really love this pin. So the next pin right here is like a Club 33 logo pin. If you guys don't know what Club 33 is, it's like a super elite, you know, Disney club that you can be part of. I think like the membership fee is like a crazy amount. I'm not really sure how much it is, but you guys can look it up. But this is like a pin depicting, you know, the Club 33 logo. And then the center where the 33 is, it has like a black background, and then the rest of the pin has like a silver tone finish. So the next pin that I want to show you guys, I think this pin is really cool. And this pin features the painting of the pirate found behind the bar on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and it was taken from Mark Davis's original art. And Mark Davis makes some really amazing pins. He has amazing artwork, so I just think that that's really cool that they have a pin of this like oil painting of this pirate girl. So you have like this pirate girl right here, she's holding a sword. You got this little cherub right here kind of filling her cup with wine. You got some seagulls right here, and on the very background you see a pirate ship cruising through. So I love this pin, I think it's awesome. So the next pin on the left is the New Orleans Square at Disneyland. So this is a pin that features the marquee that announces like the entrance into New Orleans Square at Disneyland. So, you know, that's where all the, you know, popular attractions are, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, things like that. So it has like this lavender color in the background, and then it has a silver tone finish, so that's really pretty. So on the right hand side you have this Haunted Mansion pin right here, and this pin features April and December portrait that used to be at Disneyland's Haunted Mansion until they recently renovated it. But this pin is like a lenticular pin, so it kind of has that holographic where it switches from one thing to another. So the younger version is going to depict April, and then the older version is going to depict December. So as you can see right here, she's looking kind of old, so that's the December version. And then if you turn it a little bit, she turns younger, and that's the April version. So the next pin right here is called The Pirates Are Coming to Disneyland. And then it has like a pirate down there. It has like an orange background with like a silver tone finish right there. And this pin features the poster that was used to advertise the coming of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride to Disneyland. And then on the right hand side you have this pin that says the Blue Bayou Restaurant, and it has like this silver finish here with a green background. And this pin depicts the marquee sign that was used for the Blue Bayou Restaurant, which is built inside the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. So here's a quick look at the back of one of the pins. This is the Haunted Mansion like lenticular pin. So this pin has like a silver finish on the back. One pin post has that Disneyland 50th anniversary and limited edition of 1500. So this New Orleans Square pin set from Disneyland, I think this is my favorite set because a lot of the pins in here kind of go with the pins that I would collect. So you know how you have these pirate pins here. This is a pirate pin. You got a Club 33 pin there. That's kind of cool. I know it's not a Club 33 pin, but it depicts Club 33. So I think that's really cool. Then you have like this Haunted Mansion lenticular where it changes, you know, from the younger April to the older December woman. So I think that's really cool. There's another pirate pin there. I feel like if I went to Disneyland, I would probably really like New Orleans Square because if that's where the Haunted Mansion is and Pirates of the Caribbean, those are like 2 of my most favorite rides. So I think I would really like that. But one day I'll get there. So I really like these pin sets. I think they're really cool. Stacy and I don't really collect like Disneyland pins per se from Disneyland just because we haven't been. So we really don't have like a connection to Disneyland yet. So these pins are probably gonna be for trade, so if any of you guys are interested in these pins, please let me know. You can send me a message on Instagram or however you wanna contact me. But so I don't think these are gonna go into our collection, but these are definitely gonna be for trade. So there's one more pin set that I wanna share with you guys that's in this box, but as I'm looking in here, I think they threw in like some extra items. So there's this here, which I'm not sure what this is. And then they have this here, which they wrapped up in bubble wrap. So I want to go ahead and open these up, and then we're going to look at these together. So this kind of looks like some artwork here, which I did not bid on. I only bid on pins, so that was kind of nice of them to throw some extra stuff in here. All right, so they threw in like this Cinderella artwork right here. So you guys can kind of see that. I guess there's two of them. So that's pretty cool. On the bottom it says copyright Disney. Doesn't say who the artist is or anything, but I mean, that's cool. And then you have Cinderella here, and it's just like a print. So it's not a painting or a watercolor or anything. So that was nice of them to throw that in. And then what else do we got here? I'm gonna open this one up. Well, this is pretty cool. This is Walt Disney's Cinderella Dreams Come True special sculpture event. And this is an exclusive commemorative lithograph. And this is from the Walt Disney Collection. So here's another Cinderella. I guess this is a lithograph, and this is new, sealed in the package. So that's really cool. The back is just blank. So they threw this in, so that's pretty awesome. And then over here, we have this exclusive cast member lithograph. And this was produced exclusively for cast members of the Disney Store who successfully met the January 2001 video challenge. I have no idea what that means, but like I said, it says exclusive, cast member lithograph. And then on the back, it has Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamp's Adventure. So there must be a lithograph inside this, and this is brand new sealed, so it's still, in the cellophane. So that's pretty cool. So they threw in, that artwork and these two lithographs in that I didn't, win or, try to put any bids on. So I got a couple bonus items, but I'm really excited to show you the last pin set that I got. I'm super excited that I won this. I kind of can't believe that I won it, especially, for doing an online bid. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull this box out real quick. So it's this big box right here. But let me go ahead and open this up and show you what's inside. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm gonna slide it out of this box. This thing is amazing. Oh my gosh. Check this out. I mean, come on, look at this. As you guys can see, it still has like the little stickers of the phone bid. It says phone bid right here, and this was lot 1. And I guess that was my buyer number or whatever, but it says right there that this was a phone bid. But let me go ahead and show you a close-up of all the pins in this set real quick. All right, guys, check this out. So here's a close-up of the Maleficent framed pin set. I think it's absolutely stunning. It comes in like this frame. It's all matted for you right here. And then you have a sketch of Maleficent right here, so cool. And then you have the pin. So you have this pin right here, so that's, her Raven Diablo, so cool. And then underneath it, you got some of Maleficent's goons. You got this one right here, one right there. And then on the very top, you got Maleficent in dragon form, so cool. And then right here, you have Maleficent. And then on the very bottom, this is a limited edition of 1,000. But let me go ahead and turn this frame over and show you the back real quick. So here's a look at the back of the frame. And as you can see, it says Maleficent frame pin set from Walt Disney's Sleeping Beauty. And then it has like this seal right here, and inside this little package has the certificate of authenticity. So this pin set is from the Disney catalog, and I guess that you could have ordered it from the disneystore.com. So I think it's really cool how they kind of have like this depiction of Maleficent right here. So I'm gonna read a little bit to you, but it says, as mistress of all evil, the magnificent Maleficent surely finds scant time for repose. Controlling the unspeakable powers of darkness can be most taxing, and her personal minions seem to require her almost constant supervision. Pretty funny. So I mean, come on, what an amazing frame pin set. This is like my first piece of Disney artwork that I own, and the fact that it's a pin set is like even more of a bonus because I'm a pin collector. Maybe I'm gonna be an artist collector now, I don't know, but I just think that this pin set is amazing. I love how it's limited edition of 1,000, so there's not that many out there, and I just love the depiction of Maleficent. She's like laughing and all of her evilness. I love that. And you don't really see too many pins of like her goons, so I think that's really cool. And you don't see that many pins of Diablo either, so I thought that was really cool as well. And I just love the pin of Maleficent in her dragon form right there. I mean, that's just amazing. But overall, I just love the frame that it comes in. I think the frame is really pretty, the matting that they use, and I just think overall, what a great art piece, really. So I'm super excited to have this in my collection. Like I said, this is like my first artwork piece pin art, pin frame set that I own. So I'm really excited. I gotta figure out where to put this. But like I said, I just couldn't believe that I actually won this at an online auction. I was in shock. I was in shock, especially when they were like, you won. I was like, I won? I'm like, I don't need to bid anymore? They're like, no. I was like, awesome. So I got it for a great price and I'm super excited to have it. All right guys, so thank you so much for joining me as I showed you what I won from this online pin auction that I did. So if there's any like auctions in your area that concern Disney or just any auctions in general, don't be afraid to just call and see what the rules are for you to bid on something if you're interested, because I was kind of wary about doing this. I was like, you know, how am I gonna know if it's gonna ship to me? But the auction house was like an accredited auction house. They do a lot of auctions there, and you know, they were very nice and kind of walked me through the process of how I can bid and different things like that. So if there's any opportunities for you to do that, I would say, you know, go ahead and try it. I did try to get other pins from this auction. I was trying to get a whole bunch of pin books, but they were just going for way over what I was willing to spend for them. But they had some amazing pin books. The person who had this collection, when I talked to them, they said that this was their third like lot of collection they were going through. So they already did 2 other auctions full of like, you know, hundreds of items, and this was like their 3rd round of that. So the collector who had this before, I mean, they must have had just like an amazing collection. I'm sure the person that collected this is happy that it went to a Disney collector. So, all right guys, well thank you so much for watching. If you had a favorite pin out of the pin sets that I showed you, or this framed pin set that I showed you, if you had a favorite, please let me know in a comment down below. Obviously, my favorite is this Maleficent framed Disney pin set. It is absolutely stunning. But thank you again so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please go to thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.